Hi there, beautiful souls. Avalon here. I wanted to talk to you guys today about a change or an evolution in my tarot practice. This is something personal that I'm choosing to share with you, and it's something that came about by working with a particular deck, and that deck is the Japri Tarot. Now, I apologize if I have mispronounced the name of that deck. I have only ever heard it said by one other person, and that is Al Moon 513. We all know the lovely Al Moon. So hi, how you going? Now, I didn't bring the Japri with me because that deck had such an effect on me, and I'll explain why. The Japri Tarot taught me that the time for me to do daily draws had come to an end. I was no longer happy doing daily draws. I was no longer happy journaling about one card. I was no longer happy looking at that card for that day and trying to make it fit in my day, or not make it fit, and just looking at it, from an back perspective. I was just no longer happy with that anymore. The Japri Tarot taught me that when I drew a card or various cards from that deck, that something insatiable inside of me made me get up from my chair, reach for every single tarot book worth a fucking damn, and read the description of that one card or multiple cards all over again through the eyes of a beginner. Now, I have read tarot for a while now. I have read it professionally for a while now, and I'm very comfortable with the meanings and the foundations of the cards that I know. I'm a tarot reader after all, that's a given. But the Japri Tarot taught me that I wanted to go further in. I wanted to dive in a bit deeper. I wanted to go a little bit darker. I wanted to sit with things a little bit longer. I wanted the juicy, meaty, bloody side of the card to present itself to me. I wanted to look at it through multiple different lenses, a multitude of lenses. I kind of wanted to swim in it. It's very difficult for me to explain the why of it. But I just wanted to dive in. I wanted to look at it. I wanted to swim in it, and allow it to leave an impression on me. I wanted to learn it all over again. I wanted to look at it through new eyes. I wanted to approach it differently, and I wanted to sit with it for much longer. I felt overnight almost like the practice of daily draws and the journaling that came with it to be fickle and frivolous and empty, and I can't explain why. This is not to say that daily draws are not invaluable to a person's practice, because they are. The reason why I'm so comfortable with tarot today, as I stand here talking to you, is because of daily draws. The reason why I learnt the foundational meanings of tarot the way that I did was because of daily draws. The reason why I learnt to become comfortable with each deck that I work with was because of daily draws. But now I've just had this evolution. It's a tarot evolution, and it happened organically, and it is personal to me. I no longer find that I want to draw a card every day like I did. And I am one that used to advocate for daily draws. I think that it is a very important part of a person's practice, particularly in the beginning of their tarot journey. And I still recommend people who are beginning, who are grabbing the cards for the first times, to engage with that practice of daily draws and journaling, because you will learn so much from that. But right now, for me, that is no longer the case. I can't explain the how or the why of it. I can only explain to you how I feel. And what I feel is, every time I look at a tarot card, it's like poetry to me. I want to dissect it from every possible angle. I want to dissect one card. I want to sit with it for so long. And I've been drawing one or multiple cards and sitting with it for up to 8 or 9 days. It's incredible, and I'm learning so much. I'm learning to look at the cards from a different perspective. I'm learning to allow them to become shamans and teachers. I'm allowing them to become active pathways or portals, even to an action that I can be taking in order to grow or in order to better my day. or my week in this case, because I'm not drawing every day. If there is a reason why I'm drawing my cards, then that is something that I want to work on carefully. I want to take time with it, particularly when reading for the self. But I'm not necessarily talking about tarot readings for myself, because I do that on a need basis. If I have a question and I need to know a solution to a problem or whatever, I will definitely, read my cards openly and, as per usual. But this is that process of learning. Because as tarot readers, we're always looking to the cards, we're always shuffling the cards. I certainly am. I suppose I can't speak for anyone else, but I'm always looking to the cards to grow. I'm always looking to the cards to change my perspective, to change my approach, to become sharper and a little bit wiser. And the Japri Tarot taught me that there is so much colour in tarot. There is so many ways that one can twist a card and look at it. And I always knew that there were various perspectives. There were various lenses through which you could look at one single card. But this is less about looking and more about feeling for me. It is a much more tactile approach that I'm taking. It's a much more spiritually ingrained approach. The tarot has taken on a new face and a new form for me. And it's one where I can literally reach into a card and touch every facet of it, drink it all in, swim in it, taste it. It's a very tactile thing. It's become very almost shamanistic. And I love it. I love the way it's feeling. I love how, since I've slowed down my approach and it's been more about evolution, more about learning, more about deepening my understanding, rather than the same old, which I felt like that's where it was. That's where I was with my daily draws. It was the same old, and I look around and everyone was doing the same old, you know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with the same old. This is not a criticism by any stretch of the imagination. This is just my time had come with that. I needed to change skins. I just needed to do something different. I needed to get something different out of it for me. I have to change up my approach to tarot every so often, because otherwise I get stagnant and bored. There is no growth in that. If you do what you've always done, you'll have what you've always had. And I don't always want what I've had with tarot. I want more. I want deeper. I want better. I want more mystical. I want more comforting. I don't know. I can't explain it. I can't put it into words. I can only say that it's changed and it's deepened. And this change has been so delicious and so precious to me. And it puts a smile on my face, and I've been wanting to talk about it for a little while, but there's been so much going on. I'm in Rio still. I didn't bring the Japri with me to Rio, and some of you might be asking why. And the reason for that is that I needed a reliable deck, not one that would force growth on me. And the Japri, it forces growth on me in a great way, guys. That is not a negative description. But right now, when I'm growing in so many different ways, when I'm being activated by the very land that I grew up in and surrounded by things that are, 3, 4, 5 times older than I am, it's just not a time to be putting extra pressure on myself. And not that the Japri puts pressure on me, but I needed something easy. I needed something that would be sweet to read. And the Rider-Waite-Smith is the bones, the very core of my tarot practice. I'm a Rider-Waite-Smith girl. I'm comfortable with the Rider-Waite-Smith system. It brings me great comfort, and it's one that I know quite well. And so I bought my Rider-Waite-Smith deck with me. And what I found was, after working with the Japri Tarot at home and bringing the Rider-Waite-Smith with me here, that every time I draw a card, I look at it in a really different way. Like I've learned a secret, like I've learned more, like I've learned something that will enable me to go deeper and reach further with that particular card. So that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. The fact that I'm no longer into daily draws. and the fact that I'm so much more at peace, and I'm so much happier right now with my practice. I feel like I can feel the growth inside of me. It's become a tactile thing. It's It's become a feelings thing, a smell, touch, taste, see for myself kind of thing. It's riddled with this delicious, visceral experience, and it's so needed. It's so needed. And I find that if you're not having these moments of evolution within your personal practice of tarot, then change it up a little bit, guys, because tarot is organic. It grows. You need only look around you. There is a mountain of new books coming out, a mountain of new decks coming out, and new philosophies and new practices and new approaches. And it's up to you to swim through the sea of that vast community and all of its knowledge, all of its collective knowledge, and find something that you engage with, something that you connect with, something that can actually cause that shift inside of you so that you can grow as a reader. And with that said, I'd like to ask you how your personal practice with tarot has evolved. How has it changed? How has it changed for you recently? Where are you with it? Are you a daily draws person, or have you gone beyond daily draws? Has your journaling style changed? Has your taste in deck changed? What are you working with at the moment, and how have you felt that shift, that organic shift that occurs to each and every one of us as readers and tarot practitioners? How has it changed for you? I'd love to hear from some of you who are willing to share. I'd love to hear, how you're going. And it's so nice because you don't often hear about people talking in regards to their changes and their organic shifts and that within tarot. You hear about maybe more in the world of deck choices and deck collections, how you might start off with one style of deck and then change to another, and that's that organic change there, where taste for deck goes. But as far as your practice, your personal tarot practice, how has that changed up for you? So with that said, much love, many blessings. I'm still here in Rio, guys, and I'm still loving it. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Big love.